In this video, we're going to discuss how to multiply two fractions. So let's start out with an example, which is going to be 1/2 times 1/3. So our first step is going to be to rewrite this as one large fraction. So I'm going to keep the numerators together, and I'm going to keep the denominators together. So I'm going to say 1 times 1 divided by 2 times 3. And this is an equivalent expression. So 1/2 times 1/3 is the same as 1 times 1 divided by 2 times 3. So now I'm going to work out the operation. So I'm going to say 1 times 1 is 1, divided by 2 times 3 is 6. So I'll do another simple example, which is going to be 2/3 times 1/3. So again, I'm going to write this as one large fraction, 2 times 1 divided by 3 times 3. I'm going to work out the operation. So 2 times 1 is 2 divided by 3 times 3, which is 9. Now we're going to look at a slightly different example where we can simplify on this step. So let's say I have 2/3 times 1/4. I'm going to complete the same first step, which is writing this as one large fraction. So 2 times 1 divided by 3 times 4. Now I'm going to do this the way that we've done it in the past, which is just to work out the operations. 2 times 1 is 2, divided by 3 times 4, which is 12. And here we can simplify this fraction by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 2. That's 1/6. Now a quicker way to come up with the same solution is going to be to see that we can simplify before we multiply. So here I have 2 times 1 divided by 3 times 4. And I'm going to simplify 2/4 to be 1/2. So I'm dividing these two by 2. So that's going to come out to 1 times 1, because I'm doing 2 divided by 2, which is 1, divided by 3 times 2. 4 divided by 2, which is 2. 1 times 1 is 1, divided by 3 times 2, which is 6. So both of these can get us the same answer, but it's a little bit easier sometimes to simplify before you multiply. So let's look at some examples. First, we have 3/5 times 5/7. I'm going to rewrite that as 3 times 5 divided by 5 times 7. Now here, like in the last example, I'm going to simplify this, and I know that 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I'm going to say 3 times 1 divided by 1 times 7, and that comes out to 3/7. So if we had done this the other way, so that means we multiply before we simplify, we'd have 3 times 5, which is 15, and then 5 times 7, which is 35. We would then have to divide the numerator and the denominator by 5, which is 3 divided by 7. So we get the same answer, but sometimes it's easier to simplify these numbers. That way the multiplication is more simple. Here we have 1/4 times 1/7. So I'm going to say 1 times 1 divided by 4 times 7. And that's going to come out to 1 divided by 28. Here we have 2/7 times 3/5. So 2 times 3 divided by 7 times 5, which comes out to 6/35. Next we have 3/7 times 7/9, which is 3 times 7, divided by 7 times 9. And that's going to come out to 3 times 7. Actually, we can simplify here. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 3 times 1 divided by 1 times 9. And then we can simplify again here on the other diagonal. We can see that that would come out to 1 times 1 divided by 1 times 3. So that's going to be 1/3. The last example is 5/6 times 3/4. So that's 5 times 3 divided by 6 times 4. Here we can simplify 3/6, and that comes out to 1/2. So that's 5 times 1 divided by 2 times 4, which comes out to 5/8. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments.